The following is an Investor Brand Network audio production via our audio press release solutions. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, Investor Brand Network utilizes its network of more than 5,000 distribution partners as well as other corporate communication tools to introduce public and private companies to a wide audience of investors, consumers, journalists, and the general public. Investor Brand Network's platform connects the investment community with companies that have great potential and a strong dedication to building shareholder value. The following audio press release may feature a client partner of Investor Brand Network. Investor Brand Network may have been compensated for the production of this audio production. Please be sure to read our entire disclaimer for full disclosure.
Network Newswire presents Safety, Stability, and Upside in Uncertain Times. In volatile economic conditions, smart money seeks stability and moves to safe havens. Historically, one of the safest places and most stable places during economic uncertainty is gold, a highly liquid asset that preserves and even increases in value over time and carries no credit risk. The precious metal benefits from multiple levers of demand such as gold jewelry, tech industrial use, and a reserve asset, as well as a strategic investment. History has shown that gold's variable demand pressures enhance a portfolio by improving diversification, providing liquidity, and delivering long-term returns. Reacting to uncertainties, many gold mining companies, including GEMXX Corp, or GEMZ on OTC, have enjoyed significant growth during the recent volatility. Exploding past startup phase and achieving global growth in mere months, GEMXX is fast approaching a holy grail that differentiates GEMXX from all others in the gold space, a vertically integrated mining company, a unique mine-to-market enterprise that specializes in gold and gemstone mining, as well as jewelry creation, production, and global sales. GEMXX owns and controls every aspect of the process from gold mining and gemstone finishing to jewelry manufacturing and global distribution. Other larger mining companies may not have the unique vertical integration of GEMXX, but are still seeing success in the precious metal sector, including Agnico Eagle Mines Ltd, or AEM, which recently reported record second quarter numbers, Barrick Gold, or GOLD, which anticipates a second half of the year performance that surpasses its first, Newmont Mining, or NEM, which has received required approvals on a key acquisition announced earlier this year, and Franco-Nevada Corp, or FNV, which has established a business model that provides investors with gold price and exploration optionality while limiting exposure to cost inflation. Gold has long proven to offer a robust value that stays relatively consistent over time in terms of its purchasing power. In addition to Snow Creek and Rosella Creek gold deposits, the pending acquisition of the Yukon Gold Project would significantly increase GEMXX's gold asset portfolio. GEMXX stands out as a leading producer of high-quality finished emolite jewelry and is the only publicly traded emolite company in the world. GEMXX has achieved significant milestones by establishing a management team with decades of experience and aligning with strategic partners to become profitable sooner than other startups. Robust value consistent over time. Gold has proved over hundreds and even thousands of years to be a reliable store of value, stated a recent U.S. News & World Report article, which further observed that whatever events happen, gold has a robust value that stays relatively consistent over time in terms of its purchasing power. The article notes that gold can compete against other relatively safe investments, such as the US dollar and treasuries, but because the Fed's efforts to combat inflation appear to be working, gold looks increasingly attractive compared to assets like treasuries. With that backdrop, the eye-popping progress made by GEMXX Corp, GEMZ on OTC, in the past several months may prove to be particularly promising. The company reported a whopping 170% increase in revenues year over year in 2022, has no long-term debt, and is on a tear, adding owned assets to the balance sheet. Quote, "Our plan to de-risk revenues through production of the world's most sought-after commodity is happening fast," said GEMXX CEO Jay Mall. By adding up to 4 million ounces of gold to the company's assets, GEMXX will increase shareholder value and provide a long-term, stable, and profitable investment for years to come. We will not only enjoy a significant reduction in the cost of goods for our entire gold jewelry line, but this acquisition will bring the company closer to our goal of becoming vertically integrated. End quote. GEMXX began this year with more than 1,400 acres already in its resource portfolio, including the Snow Creek mine site, consisting of 498 acres with 80% mineable, and the Rosella Creek mine site, consisting of 240 acres with 90% mineable. In September, GEMXX signed a binding letter of intent, or LOI, to acquire an initial 50% stake in the Yukon Gold Project, which consists of 145 full Yukon quartz claims and is located in Canada's Yukon province. The acquisition is pending full approvals and due diligence. In addition to our Snow Creek and Rosella Creek gold deposits, the acquisition of the Yukon Gold Project will significantly increase the company's gold asset portfolio, observed Mall. An Amylite specialty. The vertical integration of GEMXX includes planned market dominance of amylite, a rare, iridescent gem-quality material cut from the fossilized shells of extinct sea creatures. Found only in the Bear Paw Formation on the eastern slopes of the Canadian Rockies, this organic gemstone has a dazzling range of colors and patterns and is highly desired for artisanal decor pieces and fine jewelry. The only publicly traded amylite company in the world, GEMXX has more than $600 million in amylite reserves, including its 360-acre northern block, a proven resource, and its 217-acre southern blocks, both in southern Alberta. Leading independent market research companies such as Data Monitor and GIA estimate the worldwide market for luxury or premium lifestyle products, which include gems and jewelry, at more than $90 billion annually and growing. Amylite sales around the world have seen unprecedented growth over the past 20 years. Worldwide retail sales are now estimated to top $100 million for this boutique gemstone, and with colored gems sparking a new trend in the jewelry space, that number appears certain to increase. While gemstone jewelry isn't a new trend, it certainly is the most sustainable one, a recent Fashionista article reported. People have preferred colored jewels since antiquity for protection, fortune, good health, and love. You can expect the similar favoritism in the future, too. The market has significantly grown in the past 10 years and expected to go even higher in the next decades. Experience and expertise. The success of any company is often determined by its management team, and GEMXX excels in both experience and expertise. GEMXX executives bring more than 160 years in gold, gemstone, and jewelry production expertise, along with global operations and sales experience. Team members possess extensive backgrounds in every facet of the gold and gemstone business. During the challenges created during the pandemic, the company proved what seasoned management can do. While many competitors had to ultimately scale down or restructure, GEMXX doubled its production volume to meet demand while continuing to grow operations and remain cash flow positive. This often overlooked asset, a team rich with expertise, allows GEMXX to excel in product development, maintain rigorous quality control measures, and maximize profitability. GEMXX leverages its collective wisdom to drive innovation, deliver exceptional products, and optimize business strategies to achieve both short-term and long-term objectives. Short-term, the company is involved in a fully qualified Reg A offering with the goal of raising $6 million in investment funding. These funds will allow the company to break ground on a new large-scale amylite mine and expand current gold mine operations as it commits to meeting the ever-increasing global demand for its products. In addition, the company plans to complete SK 1300 resource reports on already owned gold-producing assets, as well as recently acquired gemstone resources. These reports are expected to increase the company's resource base to $976 million and resource book value from $14.7 million to $97.6 million, or 6.6 times its current value. Finally, GEMXX is completing financial audits and intends to trade on the OTCQX with an eye on ultimately uplisting to the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. Such a move could create more opportunities for growth and provide even better shareholder value. In addition, GEMXX is committed to the long-term sustainable and environmentally responsible development of its resources. Mining companies operating in Canada earn a stronger ESG score than all other mineral-rich countries because of the country's stringent environmental regulations, strong governance, and commitment to safety and community. Clearly, GEMXX has achieved significant milestones, and it's worth noting that the company's run has likely just begun. Quote, "We are tremendously pleased with the development of the company over the past several months. and we are extremely excited for the anticipated growth, said Mall. We look forward to updating shareholders as we move into full gold and gemstone production. We intend to do everything necessary to drive shareholder value. End quote. Hard to argue with Mall's projections about growth and shareholder value. GEMXX is the world's only publicly traded amylite company and is uniquely positioned to quickly become vertically integrated, controlling each stage of gold mining and gemstone production all the way through jewelry creation, manufacture, and global distribution.
This audio press release is an original broadcast provided by Investor Brand Network, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company that delivers a new generation of corporate communication solutions, including news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and brand awareness tools. Investor Brand Network may receive payments for the services and solutions provided to its client partners. You should assume that the owners, officers, and directors of Investor Brand Network or financial analysts mentioned in this audio production may hold a position in and may intend to trade the securities on their own accounts. This audio production is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any securities mentioned in this audio production. The information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be or should it be construed as investment advice. As in all investments, investment in the featured companies carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the companies thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This audio production by Investor Brand Network is not purported to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from featured companies and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by Investor Brand Network as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see our full disclaimers and disclosures at investorbrandnetwork.com.